Here you are. Welcome back for another episode of Geek Variants. Today we are going to talk about The Boys, Season 3, Episode 7. And man, there's a lot of stuff going on here. We got
There's a lot in this episode.
Station, eggs being harvested. They out there playing Pop the Priest and a fuck ton of daddy issues. So we're going to talk about it. All right, we out here, and there's a lot of stuff going on this episode. This is the last episode before the season finale, right? So,
first of all,
it's a lot of things.
I'm not. Wait a minute. I'm not finna just let you get away with saying "pop the priest." I'm not finna let that just slide by. You thought I didn't hear it, but I heard it.
Hey man, it is what it is, right?
You know, in some cultures, that's never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Some cultures,
shenanigans. Look, if you watch the episode and you freaking know it was going down.
Too bad. Right. Spoiler alert. Look, we already know how The Boys has a history of starting off the episodes with shenanigans. This one was sex and being gay. I didn't expect none of that. But I think Soulja Boy has said the best line that he has possibly said when he was talking about, hey, the older they get, the better they are. I was like, hey man,
you just need a little lube. That's all.
Said it good. It's just a little dry. I was like, wow. Hey, I got a question though. Were those MILFs or GILFs?
Honestly, freaking.
I know they were housekeepers, but we don't know.
Honestly, it could go either way. Freaking, I'm leaning towards GILFs and stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
but they was in shape though.
I mean, freaking, they had to work out. Freaking, they cleaned the house from top to bottom.
They was cleaning pipes. What? Stop it!
Hey,
shenanigans.
I gotta make sure to get the carpet too.
This is why you can't be taken in public. But look, a couple things. Let me just put this out here. After this episode, you can ask me nothing else about what's going to go on with this show because it has veered this way. There is nothing left that I can pull from to say anything about this show now. It is now all going to be a shock.
Well, let's talk about how stuff is veered. All right, let's start with, we already seen Starlight kind of going in and talking about her thing, and she's just like, look, he's out here, he's this, Homelander's this piece of crap, and now you got the media at Vought working one angle, and you got her with her followers working the other angle, and now it's a media clash. So I think it's fantastic that
CNN and Fox News. What?
Yeah, I mean they got to figure out how to fight this out. And spins are being put everywhere, and that brings up A-Train. That was one of the last things we saw, right? A-Train, running off with dragging Blue Hawk through the streets. So,
hey man, could you live with your enemy's heart?
You have you got the guy who kicked your brother,
paralyzed your brother. Can you live with his heart?
And you got his heart in your body, but you got your ability to run back.
Apparently. Yeah, now that he's cured because he don't have heart disease.
Yeah. So it's like,
I mean, he's still a piece of shit though.
Don't get me wrong, he's still a piece of shit. He's ready to talk shit about Starlight, and he fell right back into the Vought playbook.
I'm like, dude, come on. You had opportunity to get away, and now come on, Sambo. Act right.
So I mean, if that was the whole thing with him being part of the 7, so that they could have done that earlier. They could have literally freaking went and popped freaking what's his name, old singing boy. They could have popped him and took his heart and called it a day.
Right. But I mean, since it had already stopped beating, it was probably burned the fuck up.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, just saying there was options. You just wanted the 7. You figured Vought would have this stuff. If they could grow a whole person in a lab, why can't they make a heart?
I mean, I guess it had to be a super heart. It couldn't be artificial. It had to be a super heart.
An artificial super heart. I don't know. They had to do something. So that
look,
because Homelander is part artificial, part freaking biogenetics. Like it's a whole bunch of.
Can we talk about some things that I don't like that they've done now?
What? What are you talking about?
I don't like what they did with Black Noir. They
Yo,
made him weak. They made him weak as hell.
They made him sensitive as fuck.
It ain't
From what
even that.
I
He's weak. He was not scared of anybody in the book. He
that's the thing.
he
And
killed
that's
Homelander, and now you talk about he's terrified of him. And
yeah.
now he's having Snow White moments with Disney pals. Come on, man. No.
I don't even think was it really Homelander or that freaking, or is it Soulja Boy that he's more terrified of?
He's
Right
terrified of. He's more terrified of Soulja Boy, but he can't beat Homelander.
Yeah,
So
I mean, he definitely can't right now. He can't keep up with that. So
then the
it's
little
a whole
sheep
other
was
thing.
getting beat up by the Hawk. I mean, that was just sad.
Yeah, I mean, freaking he in there, playing with Chuck E. Cheese freaking cartoons. I don't know what to tell
Disney
you.
is. I was waiting for him to do. I was waiting for the little mouse ears to come out because this is
do it with a payday.
right. It's like, come on, dude. Y'all, I don't like how they did that. I will say my droid was okay. I mean, he's pretty much to form in comics. It's just the only difference was everybody thought he was an android, but he was just a man in an android outfit.
Mm-hmm.
They made him more powerful on the show than he was in the books. I mean, he was skilled at being a telepath, but he didn't have no mind control powers. So they made him more powerful on the show.
Yeah, I mean, Black Noir is a freaking mess right now, and it looks like he's gonna stand up for himself and probably
get killed.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not. He's gonna hold his own for about 5 minutes and stuff before he gets wrecked. And
The
stuff like
level
that.
of power he's at right now, he can't even beat Queen Mav.
He's got to do it with help. Like I said, that's why I say he's gonna hold his own. It's gonna be with help. He's gonna be teamed up with somebody.
He's gonna have to team up with Butcher on his last stand.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a whole thing. And then, we're trying to figure out how Butcher, plays into,
I mean, we see where he got his mean streak from.
Yeah, we definitely see where he got it from. And that. Oh man, look, it's a sore spot with me and stuff because I've seen some of that with people growing up. So the fact that and they bring it to life and they let you know like, hey, this happens and stuff. And whether you try to be the good guy and stuff, sometimes that stuff still translates. It correlates because you grew up around that stuff, and it sucks because you can't help but do it, or you catch yourself doing stuff that you don't even realize that you're doing, and it's a problem. And that's the part that sucks, that we really have to get Butcher on board. Like Butcher's starting to kind of understand more where his tendencies and stuff.
Snapped. He's a snapped.
But yeah, he's still not. He's still got a goal that he can't help but it's took over his life. So he's got to get to this goal. He's got to get this end goal, and it doesn't matter who gets sacrificed in the process right now. He's going to get it done. So yeah, but his back. It was a welcome change to his backstory in terms of how they brought it together, how they understood it. I know that I think Lenny died a different way in the comics or whatever, hit by a bus or something. But
he wasn't killed like that.
Yeah, but right. It was cool the way that they did it to give us the backstory within the episode without having to do a whole bunch of weird flashbacks. Like it made sense within the plot of the story. So,
and I'm glad they did it with Mindstorm, putting him in a technically a coma, and had him that way we could see it as he saw it. Like I like the way they do him that way instead of us just having a scene and this no interaction. I like that Butcher was actually there and interacting with his own past.
Mm-hmm. As best he could anyway. So that was fantastic.
Hey, Will.
Yo.
Did you think that Homelander was going to get the milk out the cow a totally different way?
Man, I was hoping that cow was going
I thought he was going to pick the cow up and just go to work. Just go to work on it.
I don't know. He felt way too comfortable freaking, tugging on freaking them udders to get something out. So
that's an utter disgrace. I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
But we see he's having an interaction because Annie had to go and take care of stuff. And guess what? We had to get some more information on the V and what's going on, because we saw a little leakage coming out.
And it's leaked from both of them so far. Huey leaked and Butcher leaked.
Yeah, so Annie had to go in there and figure out what was going on, and she's just trying to help a girl out, get her powers back, because she can't help. She got to defend Kimiko. She's got to be able to defend herself and defend Frenchie, and if she can't, she feels at fault for that. So her asking to get the V back and it being her choice was a pretty powerful statement on her own for herself.
Yep.
To really get into it, and I'm glad to have her back, because like I love it when she gets to scrapping. Like
she's squishy without it.
Yeah,
as she said, his arms felt like bendy straws. I'm gonna start addressing my children like that. Little bendy straw, come here.
But I'm sitting there. I was hoping that Annie was gonna take some, because the permanent V seems to have a better effect. The temp V has problems with this instability, so it's like you can grab like no more permanent V.
They had some compound V left over, so I'm like,
they do got some left over.
Is Frenchie gonna take some? I mean,
but I would have taken like 2 or 3 bottles of that.
I'd have took it enough like Batman did it in Justice when they had to get that super serum to fight Superman. I'd have had a whole army coming with me.
Yeah, like I'm not playing. So I don't know. Like they have to figure out how to counter the effects and stuff, or something's gonna happen. Like honestly, right now, I'm thinking that Butcher is gonna fight freaking till his brain atrophies, and he's just gonna go out with a bang. But he's gonna do it. I think at the last minute, he's gonna have a saving grace and save Huey or stop Huey from taking it or whatever. And Huey's gotta sit it out or whatever the case may be. Not quite sure, but either way, like it's still a really big setup for Butcher, Huey going forward for how they're going to handle this. So I don't know. What do you think is going to transpire with them in this V?
I don't know, because the thing with me is once all that popped off, and then all of a sudden the deep came on, and I was taken back by the Ambrosia scene. Hey, get your pronouns right. It's her.
It's a mollusk.
It's a mollusk, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I think he was having too much fun. I mean, he missed his dolphin. I know that.
I mean, look, I know tentacle porn was a thing, so like that, but
that's a hentai y'all anime people watch. I did it. I sure did. I said it.
Yeah, I mean, look, he got real comfortable, because it looked like freaking, his
been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while. Like he was the thing. So he lost freaking, was it Timothy or
it was Timothy.
So
but he lost the dolphin first. That was his first love.
Yeah. So I mean, this is all something that had to be done. But it seemed like every time when he's having that conversation about how our stuff's got a little vanilla and stuff like that, most of the time I'm sitting there thinking like he wants his relationship. Yeah, he wants his relationship. Him and Ambrosia are the relationship, and his wife is the third man. Like that's the one that freaking is coming in, because them two were getting it on immediately. And he's like, "Yeah, come on."
Before this episode, I did not know a mollusk could be bisexual, because Ambrosia was like,
apparently,
she want to taste her. That's a lot.
There's a lot of animals freaking in the world, freaking that can that are bisexual and stuff like that.
I'm saying I know a lot of the asexual that can change their gender at will.
Frogs can just flip flop freaking if necessary, depending on.
But Ambrosia's a freak.
Yeah,
Ambrosia's a freak.
That freaking look, he should. I'm surprised he didn't bring her to Herogasm. So whatever.
He might have had better time.
That's his thing for that. All right, so let's get. I think we covered most of the points, but let's. I mean,
Wait, what you got? Because I got one more. What you got?
Oh no, I want to go back to Pop the Priest and stuff, right?
See, here you go.
Look,
he was right though. He was right.
It's what happens with that. Huey didn't. He freaking what was going on, and had to be taken care of. So it reminded me of, I can't remember what the show was. So it was something or whatever, where it was like, oh no, everything's fine, stuff like that. It's like, nope, everything's not fine, and the character starts running back. It's like, nope, kill him. So
That's
same
like
thing with
90%
the
of
nun.
the horror movies I watched.
I pretty much. It was definitely a setup. Like I was literally, I got tears right now, laughing my ass off at this whole scene and setup. But what's your other point that you got before we get to the big?
When Mother's Milk one punched Marvin and put him to sleep for
dude.
making a comment that you never make to a parent. Ever.
You don't
do
make
not
it, don't
ever. You don't
try to
question
tell
nobody's
me
parenting skills. Ever.
that freaking my child needs a father because apparently I'm not
Somebody
doing the
should do
job.
it. Let me tell you something. I appreciate the size of Marvin's gonads for saying that, because Mother's Milk is a very large and muscular individual. Marvin is not. Marvin has the dad bod for 90% of America. He's a little bit smaller, but he has the dad bod. He doesn't intimidate anybody. He looks like he drops common loot if you slap him. That's how unintimidated he is. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Shut up. You got me started again. I told you. I'm telling you, when Mother Milk slapped him, I was expecting like, a regular vest to fall off, or, body armor 1, or, basic shit.
Straight cold cocked him. Like there was no,
and you saw it. Once I was sitting here watching with the kid, and once he said somebody should be, I was like, he is about to knock that dude out.
That's it.
I said, he is about to one punch him, and you saw his whole face like,
okay. That glass jaw got shattered that day. And she gonna come like, you heard him say what he said. You running over to him to check on him? No, I don't.
I mean, that's a man. So I kind of understand that, and they do have issues. So
that's fine, but
she should have checked. She should have checked Marvin. She should have checked Marvin.
She should have checked Marvin. Like all the issues freaking they had, so like that. I've never heard and seen her complain about him being a good father. Freaking, like as of late,
it's just
like,
he got demons.
It's like that. I get it, but damn, freaking, it's like if you want her to if you really got a problem with that, you voice it to her. She would say it to him. He not gonna swing on her.
That's not your place.
That's not your place. And he learned the hard way. So,
and it's not like he wasn't coming around. He was actually trying. It's just the demons kept caught up, and he didn't understand it.
But I resonate with him. Like, you're not gonna put my daughter in danger because that stuff pops off. Soulja Boy shows up and wants to go at Homelander. It's a whole massacre gonna happen, and you got my kid at this rally. Like, nah, he deserved everything.
And the mom was upset about that too.
Yeah,
she was upset. Like, why did you do that? So
she was upset, but she was that whimsical upset. Like, why did you do that? Oh, okay, well, we need to just kind of like, no, I'm not gonna graze over this. Like, it's not gonna happen.
He grazed over that jaw, all right. He made sure his ear was connected.
Boy, I freaking let him know. So, but look, let's get to the biggest part. Like, this is where it comes down to.
Where it just changed everything.
Did you freaking, because now the fight has changed and stuff like that. Did you see that twist coming?
No.
The fact that freaking Homelander and Soulja Boy had a phone call after the conversation, freaking with the telepath. Like, they had a whole conversation and it was a little bit unaudible and stuff for us, but we got it with the phone call. That freaking at some point in time in 1984, Soulja Boy decided to whack off into a cup.
Baby batter.
And they used that batter to bake the cake known as Homelander. And we now have father and son duo that looks like it's a team up. It looks like it's a team up.
Father. Yep,
because that's something he always wanted. I saw something coming. I didn't know what it was when he was talking back with the Crimson Countess about wanting to have kids, and that's something he really wanted. So
yeah, that's what he wanted.
I'm sitting there thinking that's the foreshadow right there. I'm sitting there thinking that they got some other test tube babies of Soulja Boy or something like that, or the copies of him, or he's gonna go take the kid and make him his kid
Ryan,
Homelander shit. Like, so now it's a whole freaking thing, and it's like, okay, the fight just got a whole lot more complicated because now, as I'm looking at the deck stack, you got Homelander, Soulja Boy, and A-Train, freaking roughly on the same page right now. A-Train has a chance to flip sides at some point,
and
if
you got
he
to
sees
put
an
deep.
advantage.
You got to put Deep and Ambrosia in there.
Deep is gonna get freaking waxed. I'm sorry, Deep is gonna get waxed. Like, I'm not worried about Deep. I'm really not.
Yeah, who are you gonna take Deep out?
Yeah, Deep's gonna get gone. So like that.
But you know how it would take. Soulja Boy is not that hard to take out.
I mean, you trigger his
I mean,
PTSD.
No. They figured out the vapors and all that good stuff. The Russian nerve agent that puts him to sleep. But last I checked, he don't breathe underwater.
It's true.
Why don't Huey just grab his ass and teleport him in the middle of the ocean and leave? How is he going to get back? Does he have superhuman swimming ability?
If he hang on to that shield, that bitch gonna sink.
That shield is like 700 pounds.
Yeah, it's heavy as fuck. So, yeah, they got options and stuff.
I said they changed it, so I don't know.
Yeah,
teleport him to the moon. Sacrifice yourself. Both of y'all die. Fuck it.
Yeah, you gotta sacrifice yourself. Like, Huey's fast as fuck. It's a little bit of 2-2. That's it.
Drop him off right in space somewhere.
Yep. Just leave that float. Just all you gotta do is give him a little push towards the sun and just let it go.
Right, just let him float.
But he's fucking nuclear, so freaking who knows what that'll freaking do. He'll probably just nuclear propulsion out his asshole to get back to the freaking planet. Like, it'd be something crazy. But look, I don't doubt anything with the boys right now. This show has been absolutely fantastic and setting up freaking this entire scenario. So I'm just hyped to see the finale and really go in on it, because they're already starting season 4. They just announced they're starting filming on season 4. So
I got a question for you.
What's up?
We know how, if you take any version of the compound V, either the temporary or the permanent one, you just get some random power. Like Huey got teleportation, a little bit of super strength.
Yeah.
What power would you get?
What power
I'm just saying. What power would you get? Not what you wanted. What would you get?
I mean, it's kind of hard to determine so that, but throughout the course of my life and how much damage I've taken, how many times like that, like, I think I'd probably get something in terms of like Deadpool's ability, some kind of regeneration, because I've taken damage over the years throughout the military. I've had my head bashed open. I'm missing freaking internal organs. Like, I've been fucked up repeatedly. So
I'm saying,
yeah,
I'm saying. See, I'd be the guy, just because I know this shit don't work out for me all the time. I would get like atomic farts or something that I would constantly have to buy new pairs of pants, just because.
just walk around.
I fart, and this is knockout gas. It's just like everybody go to sleep, like Jigglypuff. Like, you know how Jigglypuff starts singing, everybody go to sleep. God. I walk past, everybody, and they just sleep. I'm saying that's what I would end up with.
I'm not hanging out with you.
Yes, you would. You have a healing factor.
Yeah, I'm gonna remain in the distance all day. Nope, I'm good.
Brett would get the ability for his spirit to connect.
On that note, that's it for this episode. We gonna call it there for that. But definitely, hey, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check back with us, because next freaking week we are gonna watch the finale and we is gonna get into it again on the finale. So hey, be sure to check it out, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Hello.